Hey, it's Coach M here. Do you feel like you should be happier? That your life really isn't that bad and you have a lot to be grateful for, but you feel like something's missing, or you're just not as happy as you'd like to be? Well, whether you're a teenager or an adult, I've got 4 great ways to help you feel happier coming up. If you could do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button for me, that would be wonderful. I'm on a mission to get these powerful tools and strategies on this channel into as many people's hands as possible. Thank you. So we're all chasing this elusive feeling of happiness. We often hear people say, I just want to be happy. Well, you may already know this, but in case you don't, let me tell you that being happy all the time is not possible. You will have moments of disappointment, of heartbreak, of overwhelm and frustration. It's inevitable. Because you're human, and your major growth actually comes from those uncomfortable moments, those heart-wrenching experiences that we all have, the emotional pain that we suffer. These moments offer us the greatest chance to expand, evolve, and grow ourselves. Now, I'm not saying that these moments don't suck for all of us, but being happier in life starts with how we view these very moments in our lives. The problem is we tend to focus all of our energy on what we want that we don't have. And we honestly think that if we get what we want, our lives will be so much better. This is a false idea, and it only leads to more suffering, more pain, more discontentment, more unhappiness. It's ironic that we chase the things that we think will bring us happiness, but it's the chasing of those things that actually make us unhappy. So, the first way to be happier is to find your pivot points. Your pivot points are the areas in your life causing you the uncomfortable feelings, the pain, the sorrow, the overwhelm. Again, we all experience them, and the key here is to get specific about them. Drill down deep enough to find the source of the unhappiness. Saying that you hate your job or school is too vague. You'll want to use the 7 why pivot method, which is asking yourself the question, why, after each answer, and doing this 7 times to help you dig deeper. Then after your 7th why, you'll ask yourself the pivot question, which is, what is one small change that I can make today to pivot from feeling this way? So, if you say one of your pivot points is feeling unhappy about your weight, you'll ask the question, why do I feel unhappy about my weight? Then, if the answer is because I've gained a lot of weight recently, you'll ask the question, why have I gained a lot of weight recently? Then, if the answer is because I've been cooped up in the house for several months, not feeling very social, and eating comfort foods, then you'll ask yourself, why have you been cooped up, not feeling social, and eating comfort foods? Keep going 7 times. I know, 7 times seems like a lot, but trust me, it'll help you see the deeper issue. After the 7th time, ask yourself, what is one small change I can make today to pivot from feeling this way? I have a free PDF guide linked in the description below to help walk you through the 7 why pivot method. Just click on the link below. The second way to feel happier is to exaggerate the worst case scenario that didn't happen. If you do this consistently, you'll actually feel instantly happier. Basically, whenever something happens and you're feeling negative, uncomfortable feelings, you're going to think about all of the bad outcomes that could have happened but didn't. Let's say that you found out your partner was cheating on you and you ended the relationship, but you feel devastated. You'll want to start thinking of the worst case scenario, which could be that you never found out that he or she was cheating on you, and you stayed with him or her for years, and all that time, he or she didn't really want to be with you and kept lying and cheating behind your back. When we can focus on the worst case scenario that didn't happen, it actually brings gratitude to the forefront of your mind. And there's nothing like gratitude to help us feel happier. So the next time that you're feeling stressed about work or school, take a moment and imagine the worst case scenario of not having a job or not having the option to go to school. The more that you can visualize the worst case scenario in detail in your mind, the more powerful and effective the gratitude will be. No matter what is happening to you, it can always be worse, and we all know this. There's always a worst case scenario that didn't happen. Bring it to your mind and you'll quickly start to feel happier. The third way to feel happier is to shift from you to others. When we're not feeling great, it's oftentimes because we're focusing on ourselves, how we feel, how unfair things are for us, how we lack something that someone else has. When we can get out of our heads and lead with our heart, which means thinking about how we can impact and help someone else, we shift our emotional state in an instant. Our brain has a tendency to ruminate on our pain and our suffering. Have you ever noticed when you start to feel bad, You may vent to other people or keep going over and over it in your mind, which ultimately leads to you feeling worse about it. When this happens, you're caught in a negative thought loop, and it can be terribly hard to get out of sometimes. But one way to break the loop pattern is shift your thoughts to others that you can help. It can be as simple as calling someone that you haven't talked to in a while, or doing something special for your partner or your child, or even a simple act of kindness for a stranger. We often underestimate the power of thoughtfulness, but engaging with others in a productive way that serves them will do wonders for not only your happiness, but your overall well-being. The fourth way to feel happier is to create a ritual for you time. It's so easy to put yourself last because there's so much to do and take care of, but make you time a necessity, an absolute, no room for negotiation. It will obviously look different for everyone, but give yourself an adequate amount of time to ritualistically carve out time for yourself. Make this time about getting to know yourself better, finding your passions, your strengths, your gifts, your talents. Make it about replenishing your spirit, body, and mind. Use the Life Well assessment that's linked in the description down below to help you identify unbalanced areas in your life and how you can start balancing them. You can also watch this video here, which explains it in more detail. And even though this video is for parents of teenagers, the Life Well assessment part can apply to anyone. So, decide on your ritual and the time of day that you'll practice it. The times may vary from day to day, depending on what you have going on, but make a commitment to yourself to have you time every single day. For instance, if you decide to journal for 30 minutes a day, choose the best time for you. Obviously, talk with those that might be impacted by that time. If you have children and you need your partner to look after them for 30 minutes, then talk with your partner about the time that makes the most sense for everyone. If you're a morning person, sometimes getting up an extra 30 minutes before everyone else in the house can be a great time to have you time. Having a ritual that you do, no matter what, will not only make you happier, but it'll help you stay motivated when it comes to setting and achieving your goals. When we honor our commitments to ourselves, we gain more confidence as a result. We know that we're capable of following through and achieving what we truly want. I guarantee these 4 practices will make you feel so much happier in your life. Remember, happiness is created, not found. Decide today to start feeling happier with yourself and your life. If you want more free tools and strategies to help you do this, just click on the link below and I'll send you some great ones. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click on the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. And I upload videos every week. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video.